Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News, baby dolls. We have a $69,000 Bitcoin and around $3,700 for Ethereum. We're still waiting to digest the news. I'm going to show you now a Bitcoin fractal, actually, friends, just so you can remind yourself where we are. I got this from BCB. I like it when he finds these cute little fractals that seem to be playing out from the past. This is repeating 2021, friends. This was Doge, Elon Musk mania type-ish. So this is pretty much where we are. We have like this structure that moves down. This pattern was just been happening down forever. And with this went down forever. And then something breaks it up. By the way, it was GME that broke them up here. And it's funny enough, we have GME that happened here as well. So are we going to get this next part? That's what we're all waiting to see. I hope it happens. I mean, it's kind of like set in stone now. We've got the Ethereum ETF. And if it's funny, man, it should be much higher. But we know, friends, these things take time because the amount of liquidity required to come and push this in, you actually need bigger institutions. They're the ones who have to actually come in, friends. So this is like this slow period of time where we wait. And it does get frustrating for people because they say, well, you're telling me I could have literally just avoided all of this pain and just sat here on my money and then just bought in on this news event. On this one, yes. But most of the time, no. Most of the time, no, friends. Because I remember back in 2022 in the bear market, I was saying, look, you think the biggest freaking ETF of all time wouldn't have a bunch of front runners who are buying it. And guess what, friends? Roca Negra were buying Bitcoin in 2022. They were accumulating back then. So it's just that the demand for it, I guess, has been giant. But look, really, it could be, friends, as well, just the universe saying to you, hey, you were meant to hit $100,000 in 2021. You basically got robbed for Bitcoin there and the rest of crypto. So what we're going to kind of do now is shove it upwards and shove it earlier. That's pretty much what we're waiting to see. And look, friends, there is this boring period here where it spends a whole month. This could be like the whole of June, grinding up before we're finally ready to go. I think it's interesting as well. We have the US election, friends, I think in November, and then they have like one rate cut. That's going to be wild, man. Imagine the rate cuts in September, friends. You know, in the stock market, previously when they did a rate cut, the market crashes, they rate cut, and then it buys you just 1 month, and that's it. It's like 2 weeks up and 2 weeks down, and then starts sinking, and that's it. But you don't know it's over. It's just because the stock market is dropping from the top. Okay, so that's interesting. If they cut rates in September, okay, then you have October and then November. It's just interesting. We'll see. I know, remember, friends, we were watching the interest rates to see how everything plays out. They've been delaying these rate cuts, which is good for us, okay, because rate cuts are bearish. There hasn't been one single point in history where the rate cut was actually bullish. It marked more doom coming after that. So we're going to see what comes next. Now, ultimately, if you're holding any coin in the world, friends, any coin, you're pretty much playing for this Bitcoin dominance to go down. That's what you're coming to play for. Now, friends, what I want to see, though, is at first, I was upset. I was mildly upset, okay? Because I thought, you know what? This orange juice, it's getting a bit room temperature-ish. But then I realized, looking at the Bitcoin dominance, friends, so why would I even be upset? It's because crypto, friends, it's too easy now. And what I mean by that, it's too predictable. And it's maybe not for you, but when we're seeing here, a lot of people just agree. If the mid-curvers are like, wait a minute, you're telling me all I had to do was nothing? And then, okay, Bitcoin ETF gets announced. Okay, buy Bitcoin. Ethereum ETF gets announced. Okay, buy Ethereum. And then the Bitcoin dominance goes down. Okay, buy all the altcoins. Because it's now the fourth time of these. We're now in the fourth cycle. You'd think with this much experience and people coming in, it wouldn't be as predictable as it is now. But you can't just anchor to Bitcoin itself. But if this actually does happen, friends, let's say that the ETF for Ethereum comes in, and this dominance starts to go down, and we have like this big alt season. Like, imagine that just happened. It'd be like the slowest moving thing of all time, where there was no insiders or anything else coming into front run. But that kind of tells you, right, why? Why wouldn't that happen? It's because we've exhausted a lot of the retailers out there in the world. That's a signal. Because now you have basically all the retailers have priced everything in. You've had 4 cycles of Bitcoin to buy it. This is now the 3rd cycle of Ethereum. You've had literally 3 cycles, 2.5 cycles to buy Ethereum. And now you can still buy the altcoins before they get ETFs later on down the track, a couple of years, who knows how long. That's pretty much what and then after the retail's infants, now it's just institutions. Now it's lower volatility and the range of outcomes changes. But this is probably what we might be looking forward to as it comes down from here. And what I'm hopeful though is if it was this predictable for Bitcoin dominance to do this, okay, I'm wondering if when it comes time to exit, if it's just really obvious again, friends, is this the cycle of obvious signals? It might be it, friends. We know from the bottom as well, Davey Soy Hoffman crying, okay? We were all here, friends. We saw it, okay? Davey Soy Hoffman crying to mark the bottom. I'm wondering if, okay, at the very, very top, okay, Coinbase hits App Store ranking #1 again. Like, it might be that clean, and that'll be exciting if we're able to get that, but I guess we'll see. Now, just quickly, friends, what are most people actually looking at when it comes to Bitcoin here? Well, many people still believe it could be a left translated right until the end of the year, right up here. That's what we might get. We might get this final rush up. Here comes the election. Everyone's like, well, only good things can come now because nothing bad is ever going to happen. And that's pretty much it. It's going to be scary, man, because that's my dark prophecy, friends. Remember, my dark prophecy was not a price target. It was more of a sentiment of like, it's possible, man. What if we're just too excited by the end? Every time we go down, 4-year cycle. Every time we go up, left translated. It's like we can't make up our mind. Honestly, it'll be easier, friends. I really hope Bitcoin is under 100,000 by the end of this year, because then it would be easy. I'm not joking. I would really prefer us to be 80K and 90, come back down to like 65, 70, and then just do that. That would be the easiest, because then you're like, well, you know, if you top out from here, I mean, I don't really care. You didn't do anything. You know, you've been zoning around here for ages. But if it keeps going up, if it ushers in too much FOMO, friends, and that's what could happen. It could happen. They're giving us the Ethereum ETF as well. So that's something we just got to keep in mind with all our checks. And yeah, look, if that happens too fast, you're not going to see this great rotation into core coins, which no one's ever seen, by the way. Because there's a lot of people, friends, have been saying, well, when are all the memes and all the altcoins going to dump and they're just going to come into my cores? They'll dump and do that when you give me one example in history when they've ever done that. It's never ever happened, friends. Never. That's right. Zero. It's just people's bias. You're probably wondering, where does it even come from? It's because, friends, because they see their core coins as a core. They think the rest of the market sees it as that. Nope. Not at all. In crypto, there's Bitcoin and stable coins and then everything else. That's it. Okay, when people dump, they dump into Bitcoin, they dump into stable coins. That's it. And then everything else is literally an altcoin, shitcoin. Even Ethereum, pretty much, the way they're treating it, especially in this cycle, it was leverage. All right, had its merge upgrade and stuff. Now, Bitcoin's obviously, Ethereum's got less volatility. It's doing great. So you can put Ethereum in that camp. You can. So hopefully by the next cycle, it's like solidify itself. But everything else, friends, pretty much poop. That's it, pretty much poop. There is no core coin. You're just a risk curve. That's it. It's kind of like you're in your core coin. You don't get the upside, buddy. You never deserve the upside. You didn't take enough risk. That's something very, very hard for people to admit and swallow. Well, you got to swallow that, okay? You did not take enough risk. Your market cap is big. A lot of people know about it. There's a lot of solidity and validity around what you're doing. There's not enough risk. There's not enough unknowns. In meme coin, poop coin, degeneracy land, yeah, there's 100 things that go to zero, and there's the one creme de la crop that goes to the top. They get the reward. You're not going to get that reward. If you get a 100x reward in your core, okay, the meme coins around that sector are involved with you. They don't get 100x. They get 500 to a 1000x. Okay. If your core only gets a 20x, okay, sweet. They might get 50 to 100x. By the way, that's exactly what happened with Solana. Solana went up 10. Bonk went up 200. DWifButt got created and did 200,000. Joe Biden did 900x. You see these, but by the way, survivorship bias. I'm naming the winners. They're 100,000 plus Solana coins that went to zero. Now, baby dolls, I'm going to play some nice pump music so we can really get in tune with the market now. And I'll put my Squirtle hat on, okay? So, what I'm about to tell you, friends, half simulation, half cycles, half weird stuff. Okay, so I think Solana season peaked with Ansem's boxing match. And I think Bitcoin dominance season has peaked with a Bitcoin Maxi, Robert Breedlove, leaving his wife and daughter for an OnlyFans girl. Now, friends, I'm not going to discuss any personal family things here and there. This is for an historical account because I want to show you these types of weird stories appear at extremes. They do. They never happen in the middle. They never happen early. They never happen. Okay, it's weird, their timing. I don't know why. Friends, I'm telling you now, it's like our emotions are synced with the market, and then we reflect that by buying above the fundamentals and below the fundamentals of what we think. And it's weird, these stories appears at the top and bottom, okay? So I'm going to show you, as of course, remember Ansem's boxing match, friends? Ansem's boxing match. So you remember here, he's coming out. Everyone was like, wow, he didn't train for it at all. It's kind of like, where are your hands, son? Where are your hands? Where are your hands, Mr. Ansem? Now, friends, I don't know if you know this. Ansem, he's got like a channel. I'm not joking. He's got a channel called Ansem's Angels. He's paying a girl. I can't believe I'm saying this on camera. Apparently, he's inviting someone. He's going to pay her $45,000, right? Paid in soul, but real money. 45 grand to fly over, I think, and like party with him for a weekend. And she gets like a bonus if she's like a Playboy model. Oh man, I can't believe I'm saying that, bro. You just look, man. Everyone's got their life choice. I'm just like 45 grand, dude. Do you know what you can buy with that? Do you know what altcoins you can buy with that? His friends, he's probably made like 5-10 million ish. You know, DWB did a 200,000x. So I'm just showing you this as a point just to measure, friends. Now, it's all happening around here. It's funny, man. It's all happening around this zone, friends. Around up here. Now, of course, everyone thinks like, hey, is this going to break up? Or what if it breaks down? If it breaks down, it comes like back here. But it's distributing around here. By the way, that's a Sol versus ETH ratio. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean, oh, price goes down from here, but it might be a marker. All right. By the way, he called me out for it. By the way, shout out to Ansem. Made my video, friends. He called me out. It was funny. The amount of people in the threads, they're like laughing at me, like the technical analysis I use. They've never seen anything like it. Friends, I was wearing the Jigglypuff hat, and I'm telling them, I'm like, I think Sol ETH peaks on Ansem's boxing match, and everyone's like, never seen anything like that before. But it's so obvious to us. But to them, I'm like, why don't you guys get it? And I click through their profiles on camera, friends recording, and I'm like, oh, you joined 2 months ago. You joined 3 months ago. All you have is DWB. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all these things, they're full on all on the same side. That means all the buyers are in, man. You won the game, but you're the buyers in. All the buyers are in. That's why, friends, in crypto especially, to say that you won't grow, oh, that's the end. Whoa. That's the end. Even though you've got everything, right? Friends, it's literally like you have a stadium. How many seats are there? Okay, there's 80,000 seats. Okay, sweet. How many people are in the stadium right now? 79,500. And you can say, oh, wow, it's pretty full. Okay, but that's what you're saying with these markets. You're like, oh, it's pretty full right now. It's like really full. It's like, no, stupid. We could add more levels to the stadium. People can watch outside. We can add this stuff. Like, nah, man, stadium's pretty full. You know what I mean? It's literally, that's it in crypto, friends. It's full. And it really is full. In the metaphor, you have currency units, okay? And there's a bucket. And they've thrown their currency units into the bucket, everyone out here, and it fills up. That's the prices going up. And the rate of them, like, hey, man, everyone's run out of money. Like, everyone's pretty much thrown themselves in. So it's really important to mark. Now, while I'm speaking about this, friends, is there's a Bitcoin Maxi, Robert Breedlove, and he's done a lot of like 6-hour podcasts, 3-hour podcasts. He's a philosopher. He's got like book stuff on him. So this is him out here. He's been like everywhere, friends, everywhere. Like just this absolutely everywhere. You see these like, he's a Bitcoin Maxi. Now here's the thing. The whole internet, friends, has literally been going really hard on him. I mean, look at this meme. If this is her, he'll happily provide for her. The ideal woman, dates for marriage, no male friends, virgin, submissive. So friends, do you remember I told you Bitcoin Maxi character is like family, religious, conservative, traditional, like the guys are all lumberjacks, you know what I mean? And the girls are all wearing these dresses in the fields, they're cooking, you know, and they're the girls who share the memes of like, oh, achieve to be a family girl, not a business girl, you know what I mean? That's the type of the mindset of here. So what happened with Robert Breedlove, friends, is the story is he left his wife and daughter and he's gone with an OnlyFans girl. And so there's a lot of memes just being thrown out super hard, friends. Like this. By the way, this is the OnlyFans girl. Okay, this is the OnlyFans girl. She's got a peach here. By the way, I believe in freedom of peach. Wink, wink. Okay, so really freedom of peach. So she says bum check. And he's like, that's Robert Breedlove's face. Like me trying to stack sats and stay humble. So they have all of these. By the way, oh my God. Left, Jesus. Right, OnlyFans. You see all these. Okay, so friends, I'm using this, okay, not to judge. I'm just showing you, using it as a marker. Okay, by the way, this is Robert Breedlove. Look at these, friends. 9 hours ago posted. He's shooting like a big gun. You know, like big conservative. You see what I mean, friends? These types of, it's interesting. The personality of everyone does that. By the way, he's like met with some big guys and stuff. So He's a Bitcoin Maxi though, friends. Bitcoin Maxi. I'm even gonna have it here. Bitcoin Maxi. He's on Nostar. Look at this. Freedom maximalism. What is money? By the way, I want to show you this. If you read all the comments, what is the crowd saying? So I literally, friends, I fell off my chair laughing when I saw this. Okay, they don't call him like in Australia we'll call you the see you next Tuesday word. You know what I mean? Or you'll call you know what I mean? Or you do those types of words, but they're not saying that. You know, they're calling him fiat. That's right. They are saying, dude, Robert Breedlove is so fiat, dude. Like fiat as in government money. Dude, I couldn't believe it. That's friends, that's their diss. That's how they're like, dude, he's so fiat. And they said, oh, his decision was so fiat, man. Obviously, everyone's going like way harder. They're like, oh, I would never do that. That's the biggest fiat decision of my life. Wow, man, we've come to friends. We are so far down the rabbit hole. Like if you go outside to society and go, hey, you see that government money in your wallet? Well, that is used as a derogatory term on the internet because a guy who was defending Bitcoin now moved up. Oh, man, like it's nuts to see these. And look, see, friends, Peter McDormatt here. Peter McDormatt. Oh, no, I'm interviewing. Okay, this is a fake account. See, friends, are going hard. I'm interviewing Robert Breedlove tomorrow. So it's a fake account doing this. Oh, you can see they're all going hard. Now, the most impressive, remember, friends, not here to judge. Everyone's got their own situations and families and stuff. There's all these pictures going out and they don't look good, man. She's really an OnlyFans girl. So I'm just telling you right now. Like, anyway, look. Also, friends, it broke my heart. His ex-wife started posting as well. I'm reading it, and the families of him there, and I'm like, oh, man. Guys, we're here to be in the casino, friends. It's literally, you're in the casino trying to gamble in peace, and then these world events come on, and they're like, dude, I came in here to escape the real life stuff, okay? I'm here to buy peaches and bananas and tangangs and pea and a teddy bear, you know what I mean? I'm here to buy that and see if Richard Hart comes back streaming. I don't want to hear about this, you know, but it infiltrates. It infiltrates, friends. So this is a signal. That's the most fascinating part of all. So this is an actual signal, and it's a Bitcoin dominant signal. So, friends, this is the type of stuff where I'm going to show you it's real X factor. Okay, it really is X factor, and it's interesting that it all times up. So you look at the Bitcoin dominance. So do you remember, friends? I've been telling you Bitcoin dominance flipped green on the weekly super trend, and it's been going up and up and up and up and up and up. Look at this, man. It's literally been 500 days. Okay, I want to let you know. Robert Breedlove. He tried to talk about Ethereum. He tried to talk about another altcoin. The Bitcoin Maxi community came at his throat. They said, don't you ever talk about anything again. We're going to uninvite you from all the podcasts. We're going to remove you from the circuit. We will like literally disown you. And then he literally did a 180. He went back to full on Bitcoin Maxi as well. So I want to show you this, friends. This is literally happening. This is how every coin has Maxi stuff. And this is like super intense Bitcoin, man. It's the biggest one, friends. There's 219 million people that hold it in Bitcoin. It's funny because we see the drama in PulseChain land, for example, and Chainlink see them, and XRP see them, and Cardano see them. But I mean, PulseChain one's the most entertaining by far. The others are just, honestly, just a bunch of nerds fighting most of the time. But the Bitcoin one, friends, there's no jokes with these. It's always full on serious. It's like a full on family drama. Remember that, friends? It's more like conservative stuff here and there. Okay, so this Bitcoin dominance has been going up for so long, friends. Pretty much Ethereum has been out of the spotlight for a long time, and now all this event has happened here. Don't you think it's interesting? It's happening right here. So I'm thinking, man, is that a marker? It could be a marker. So we're going to look back in the future, and you think like, why would it even be a marker? Well, think about this, friends. If you go, remember, you've just like Bitcoin recovers, it gets an ETF, the confidence builds, confidence, arrogance, ego, pride. Yes, we've won. And they're like, and they all believe Ethereum was never going to get the ETF. You see? So sometimes these things, they don't look like they're related, but it's interesting that these couple of patterns appear where they get thrown out, friends. Is it a simulation? Season writers, you tell me. I even have here, friends, as well. So, few understand this, continue gaming. So this is a Landwolf picture, friends. Shout out to 615 official Landwolf as well here, friends. We've been having some GD McGeets here. I'm going to show you this funny picture later on. So it's still around. It's moving around this zone. Remember, you just got to put on the market cap chart. You put on a log just to see where we're going. It's still grinding up, man. It's still grinding up. There's still Jeets, friends. It's like people just need... Look, I'll be honest. People just need to see... We want to see an Ethereum ETF. We want to see everything go up. It's just like it could be that obvious, man. No one's front-running anything. No one's front-running anything. So that's why it might get to the point where it's going to be that obvious. The top might actually be that obvious. It might be, wow, Ty Lopez came back. Every celebrity's got a meme coin. Coinbase App Store ranking #1. You know what I mean? It really could be like that, friends. It could be like, wow, there was no front running of these. It was just everything just appeared in the same 60-day window, and everything has been blown the roof. I guess all these prices are high. You know, it might literally get like that. Now I'm going to quickly show you this picture, friends, of the Landwolf Jeep. By the way, shout out to the art guys in Landwolf. Look at these, friends. Look how nice and 3D. Like, I actually want to buy this extreme Jeet repellent. So we're going, psh, psh. You got to spray off all the Jeets. I got to tell you, friends, everyone in this crypto game, it's like, okay, someone disappears for 24 hours. Everyone's like, no, where we go, keep the dream alive. Oh man, it's crazy. Friends, it really is a TV show you just can't turn off. We're really, really tired with it. That's why, friends, we like to put these stickers out here. It's not over. Keep holding, okay? It's literally not over, friends. We have to keep holding, of course, because I just look at it. If the signals are being that obvious, like Davey Soy Hoffman crying at the bottom, and then Robert Breedlove leaving his wife for an OnlyFans girl at the top of Bitcoin dominance, and Ansem's boxing match at the top of Sol ETH, we might just get a big intergalactic one later on. Now, this is also interesting, friends. There is a recent bill that came out as well. And if you're curious, okay, so with this recent bill, they have a condition if your token is decentralized, okay? And the condition by the US government is basically if one person doesn't own or control 20% of the asset, okay? Which kind of makes it hard for, I guess, PulseChain, because Richard Hart may or may not own, but like, it's not about us, friends. It's social consensus. So if you go and ask 99% of people, does Richard Hart own more than 20% of the coins in crypto? They'll all say yes. So even if you can go, hey, these technicalities don't do it, it doesn't matter. It's pretty much social consensus when it comes to these, right? And so I don't know what you could do, because it's tough. Because what if tomorrow Richard literally lost the keys for the origin address? He doesn't know them anymore. Okay, how can he prove that? How can he prove you don't know something? So this decentralization thing might need some tweaks. I mean, it's gonna need some tweaks. How can you prove you know or don't know a certain amount of 12 words? That's interesting. The only way to actually do it, friends, is Vitalik's got a solution. Once again, genius. You get an internet passport ID, which doesn't tell people who you are. That just verifies you're a human. All right, but then it could be scammed. I don't know. Get like 100,000 people in like a third world country, give them like $1 each. Maybe they'll do. You know what I mean? Like that. You could do that, and then you could start spamming and faking those. Or you have to come from a first world nation or something where you can't scam it. So it just becomes more tough. There's a lot of these other conditions, but it's a step in the right direction. That's most important. Now, also, friends, rest in peace to Kabosu. So Kabosu is the Dogecoin dog, friends. Kabosu, actually, this is the Shiba Inu, the doggy dog. Rest in peace, Witchell Doggy. It's gone to heaven in a better place. And what did we do to commemorate it? We bought some shit coins. Of course we did. Okay, so look, just to show you right now, look at this. Check the charts. Every Kabosu is in the process of rugging right now. Lots of them. You can just feel a full of G2 are all out soon. Now, I'm going to show you this sick trade, friends. Sick trade. This is really important, friends. So don't worry about what these other high-tech, $1 billion fully diluted coins are doing all day. What I'm about to show you, like, this is stuff I want you to learn. It just open your mind that it's possible, friends. That's the most important part. And when it comes to the UFO technology out there, friends, it's all about, if you know it's possible, you try to look out for this. You reverse engineer these in your mind. We try to focus on it, okay? Look at this. This one guy accumulated about $7,000 of Kabosu betting on the dog's death to make 250K profit. He accumulated like a 7K worth. Today, Kabosu, the Dogecoin, the dog coin dies. So look at this, friends. I'm just going to show you, right? This is let's go through these charts here. This was him accumulating. See these? Look at this. 1 year, 21 days ago. He bought the dog coin of Doge. He's like, you know what? This thing might die soon. Think about it. He might go to heaven. He started accumulating it. Look at this. Bang, 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 bang. Started accumulating. 6 months ago, he bought, look at it, 10 months ago, he bought 3,800 clip. Look at this. He sold it all for like 230K. One clip. Bang. See that? Crazy. He got it right. He got it right. Do you remember, friends, I explained to you the risk curve? You have your Bitcoin, lowest risk, then Ethereum. Then you have your layer 1 coins. You might have, Solana, BNB. Then you got some riskier ones like PulseChain. But then you have the meme coins after that, which get you higher reward in a bull market. Higher reward, right? The good ones. But then there's steps further beyond that. And the steps further beyond that, they're like extreme wildcard risks. And this is one of them. This is like someone buying Kabosu. Hey, the dog might die. People might buy it. These are like hyper news related events. They're very, very binary. Either like it goes to zero or just spikes up really fast. And you're basically gambling because every day that goes without the news, you're ready. You're ready for it. You're like, oh, it might happen in in this week or this day. You don't know. That's a super, super high amount of risk. Might not even happen in this bull market at all. Okay, so Look, I've got a message though. If you're one of the degens who bought a coin because it's named after a dog who died, you just got played hard. So look what happens, friends. This just coins down even more. Look at this. They bought it up, he dumps, and everything else just goes bang, 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 bang. Look at that, down 76% instantly. Instantly, within hours. It's all done. By the way, I'm going to show you another post. There are many, many, many other ones. Look at this, friends. That's why, like, you need a community behind you, man, because there's just vampire attacks everywhere. Look at this. This Kabosu just launched, friends. Like, it's on Solana. We all know how that's rugging. And baby dolls, what I've actually done is I'm now going to bring you the chart update of what this looks like. There you go. Exactly as, but look at this, look at this. Right here, friends. You know, people started, it's funny, I posted this. There were people being smarky, like, oh, you're missing out on Solana season again. I was like, bro, you are Jeet City. You are literally Jeet City. I'm just missing out on rugs, bro. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? There you go. Bang, 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 bang. There you go. You got played. See you later. See you, friends. I can't believe the level of degeneracy and the gambling going on here. It's just nuts. It's nuts. And by the way, there's so many. Look at these other rugs. We all know how this ends. I'm not even going to bother checking them, friends. Look at this. This was a spike of it going down, down, down. Look at this. Down. Funny. People buy it instantly just to see if there's people to follow through. This is one going up. See, it's on Binance chain. Funny enough. This is another one. See that, friends? Look, this one had rug before. You see them? I just gone through 7 off the top of my head. Just found this quickly. But it's interesting. People will just find. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Mr. Yes Universe. Come on. Not everyone was rugging. This was before. This one's 2K market cap. Okay, sweet. So a 2K market. That's what happens, right? In a news event, people just buy it just to see if there's anyone behind them. So that's why we might find if Richard Hart gets a positive trial result for PulseChain, where they say, guess what? There's no jurisdiction to take this guy on, corrupt SEC. They might say at the NSC. By the way, just to remind you, the date is in October. And then Mr. Nuclear Herbs. Shout out to Mr. Nuclear Herbs. I want to smoke the hickory pipe for you again, sir. Woo! Okay. So basically, 60 to 90 days after that. That's what it is. 60 to 90 days after that October date, the judge would have decided, hey, there is jurisdiction or there isn't. Obviously, you want that there's none, and then that might be the full result, friends. That might, oh man, it'd be crazy. Hopefully, we get it as soon. But you might find, even on that date, friends, if it hasn't onboarded enough people and Richard hasn't rotated Ethereum in because it hasn't topped out or whatever, then you're probably just going to find people, oh, Richard Hart got a positive judge result. They'll just probably just buy eHEX. They won't even bother bridging in. They'll just buy eHEX straight away, just on a spike up. But how much will they buy it up? Well, XRP went up a 2x. It went up 2x, and then a month later, it had reverted the whole move. You know, so that's but that's the thing. You got to think about it. XRP wasn't just a 2x, friends. XRP, they inserted probably $50 million, $100 million to get it up to the 2x because everybody leverage traded it. So eHEX only has a couple of $100,000 on the offer, probably like $500,000 on the offer. Then you have BankX's sell war for $8 million. That's about 4x away. So you never know, man. Imagine people just did that. Oh, sweet, Richard Hart beat the SEC. Sweet. That's all you got to do. Just tell them. Just tell them. They'll chew the wall themselves. They'll chew it up, and they'll do that. And we'll see what happens to the rest. Everything else is liquidity bonded, right? So drag pHEX and everything else up too. So that might be what's happening, but that's towards the end of the year. So let's not worry about it now. Also, a final joke message for you, friends. Scams pump the hardest. Chainlink. So Chainlink was the only green thing here. None of these are important moves, friends. Remember, they're all core coins. They're all slow. We're going to need to see a lot more pumps coming later on. Crypto's juiciest news. Make sure you like, subscribe. Catch you soon.